Yes, I did indeed fact try to make an NES game. This is Hell's Depth. The original idea behind this was to make a game that looked like The Legend of Zelda, but with similar in gameplay to Diablo. We explore a very vast dungeon to reach the final boss. But this was never finished, so the final boss could be your imagination. I don't care, just come up with your own thing. So how did this even come to be? In 2018, there was an app made called NES Maker. It's a very powerful app to make your own NES games. There's a whole community based around it now. I eventually abandoned the project only because I had a hard time trying to figure out a certain way how to program a certain thing. I forgot exactly what it was. I went to the forums, couldn't find an answer there. Then I thought I'd go to a YouTube video that I think kind of discussed the topic a little bit, and I was told by the creator to go fuck off. So yeah, that happened. So anyway, instead of just talking about it, let me just kind of show you how the game kind of worked. So let's, in the immortal words of the angry video game nerd, let's pop this fucker in. Man, you gotta love that music. Just single dots. Little fun fact, I do remember this actually, when I tried to make music for the game, once the game was, halfway completed, I added the music to it and it crashed the entire game. So I made the music very minimalist for the quote-unquote demo. So as you can see, the controls are very similar to Legend of Zelda. The D-pad moves you around, and the B button gets you swallowed out and you start stabbing folks, which look like ghosts, but somehow float backwards. And of course, as you go to the exit, you go into a new chamber of the dungeon, where you fight even more worthless ghosts. There actually was a checkpoint system in the game, so that if you died, you would go back to that checkpoint. And sometimes there's just empty rooms. I don't know why I let them empty, but there they are. And I guess the game just kind of freezes here. I have reset the game multiple times and it just stops right here for some other reason. I can't really figure out why. The original file on my PC has been since long gone, so I don't know how to bring it back other than ripping the ROM off the cartridge. Also, I hope you didn't notice it. Just don't look at this. There's also a lot of other problems with the game that I've noticed that I remember doing that's not in this cartridge form of the game. There was an actual game over screen, but however, when you die, it just goes back to the menu. I wish I knew. So anyway, yeah, that was Hell's Depth. I had a lot more plans for this. I had a whole password system that I wanted to do for it. There's gonna be like several different mini bosses before you got to the main boss. But yeah, I just lost interest in it, and it now just lives on this cartridge forever. It just sits on my shelf to remind me of what could have been and why I need to not procrastinate anymore and just finish things through. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one, I believe. Also, if you happen to know, or you can get in contact with the dude who made NES Maker, you can tell him to go fuck himself. I'm just joking. Don't do that. That's not who I am. But seriously though, I'm just joking. I'm being the dead honest. Don't stop it. I'm not that kind of guy. Okay, I'm not that. Okay, I don't do that. All right.